Hey guys, I am live. I'm surprised that this thing is working. It may try to reset itself. I don't know how um this is going to hold up. That's why I have not done the official magic of and what was all yesterday. Um Definitely would love to talk about it. I'm not sure how long, like I said, this is going to last. But this is a test to see how long this is going to hold up. Hey, Joshua, it's good to see you. Let me see if I can post this and share it out. And I want to say I'm really surprised. Um, Last night, one of my TikTok videos, well, yesterday I posted about 9 something yesterday morning. By It was about 8 hours later, it had hit 1K, guys. Rachel's Adventures, hello, it's good to see you. Um, yeah, I'm like ecstatic that it's even gotten that far. I'm kind of just wondering if it's because it was a funny video, and my reaction to it was even funnier, according to what some people were saying. Um, that maybe I should start doing those kind of funny reactions. I'm not used to getting up there and being kind of funny. I've been more of expressing myself, and it's yeah. I'm not gonna post a picture. Not sure it's a test of emergency broadcast system. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Plus, I also hit over 2,700 followers on TikTok. I am growing, guys. It's just not exactly on YouTube. I have grown a little bit on YouTube, but not nearly as much as I did on TikTok. Within days, it was like I was climbing a ladder. It really surprised me. I was going into be able to go into streams and say hello and be a part of people's live streams, got to know people. And that's how I kind of got into the TikTok. People said you might want to start posting some stuff, and I'm like, well, I don't know about TikTok. And it just came to the point where I ended up, um, I just went ahead and went for it. Oh, that's cool, Rachel. That is very cool. I hope everything turns out well and that you're safe. Definitely hope that you're safe. And have fun with it. I Now yesterday, some of you guys had seen I kept going off. I kept trying my hardest. Um, Zoom was going down. Things just did not want to go right. And when it didn't go right, it was almost at the exact same time as somebody decided to stream. At the same time I did, they said they did not see me. That was fine. But it did hurt my feelings because when I do go live, I tend to um get upset. Like if I go live and I don't know if somebody else is going live and they go live and then don't get the notification, I get upset about it and I care about it. So a lot of times I'm really careful trying to make sure that I do not step on, especially people that are my friends, when they go live. And when I do, I do apologize for it. And this person's like, well, I didn't see it. Well, I scheduled it and I tweeted it out. But I guess he didn't see any of that, but that's okay. He had a decent stream yesterday. And I'm just glad that things worked out in his favor for him yesterday. And David, hello. It is good to see you. Got 5 people up in the house. So I had 2 things going against me yesterday. Could not do my magic of like I wanted to. And today is I got a chance to play this new update with Phasmophobia. I'm still in the process of uploading. It's about a quarter of the way done, so it's going to take a while before it gets uploaded to YouTube. So by this evening, yeah, it reset itself. It muted. I got back and it muted. Um, but yeah, it's but yeah, the magic of for yesterday. I'll just talk a little bit on it. I'm not going to go into a hell of a lot of detail. Um, but basically, I'm still here. It's still live, I believe. Is it still live? Yeah. Thanks, guys. Um, basically, yesterday was Constitution Day and Citizenship Day, and it was also a day of recognizing POWs and missing in action people to the streamliner unless you're good, Rachel. You are more than welcome to do that. But basically yesterday marked yesterday 234 years ago is when the Constitution was written. It was done behind closed doors, no reporters, nobody could get in other than the people that were there. It's also it pretty much honor the 39 they're called founding fathers of the United States. And some of them ended up being presidents of the US. And the first election was with the founding fathers initially, to figure out who would be initially the president of the United States. 11 years before that, I believe in July, is when the Declaration of Independence happened. So for 11 years, the government really didn't, it was very weak. It was not unified. And each state had kind of their own separate thing that they were doing. Hence, that's also another reason why the states have their own government. And then we have the big federal government that's supposed to be over everybody. And it strengthen the federal government, but also have checks and balances to keep everybody in check. So one couldn't reach over the other. And in Britain, they felt one of the reasons why we had the Revolutionary War was because they felt like if they didn't know the circumstances going on in the United States, they shouldn't be controlled by somebody that is across the ocean. And that's why they held what they called a constitutional convention. And it was to come up with a government or a plan, policies for government. And it wasn't necessarily politicians at the time. They were farmers, I think bankers, farmers, a few other jobs that we would consider more now as a lower end of the spectrum. But a lot of them were really significant in the American Revolutionary War, and they were prominent in helping gain our independence. And so they all come together, 39 of them. Some of them didn't show up because they didn't think it was, they didn't feel like it was going to work. Hello, Mo. It is good to see you. And so when it did work, everything from there on out, that's where our Bill of Rights were. That's where a lot of the amendments that we have come from. Of course, things have changed since then, but we still go by the same principles as what's in the Constitution. Although some of it, we don't always agree with it. And also, it's also considered National Citizenship Day. Can't hardly talk. I'm like thinking about it, but I can't. And to sum up the citizenship part of it, part of the Constitution talks about naturalization, which means going down that road of becoming a citizen. Thank you so much, Mo. I do appreciate it. Basically, a lot of us know from school, they talk about the naturalization process, what kind of questions they are to answer, and certain things they have to go through in order to go on the road of citizenship. Sometimes it takes a while, and sometimes it depends on circumstances and whatnot. And to this day, that process is still done. Although there are people that have a tendency to be rejected, which is unfortunate. But the people that have went through that process to become a citizen, September 17th is also your day to recognize it and to be proud of it, because you worked your ass off to get where you're at and become a U.S. citizen. Hey, Jen, it is good to see you. Yeah, I'm kind of like iffy on the Zoom, so I'm kind of done everything in a nutshell. Hey, Cody, it's good to see you. How's my nephew doing? But yeah, citizenship, it is kind of a lengthy process. It's not something that's cut and dry and you got to do it real quick. It's something that it does take time with. And people, it says in the Constitution, people that are born in the United States are already citizens. Now that I know they have been working towards something, adding something or doing something different, whatever the case may be, to help people that are refugees and coming from other countries and whatnot. And if it works, cool, you know. That's how I look at it. And yes, I was going to go more in depth and list the names of people that were the ones that were at the convention, that were a part of making the rules for how the government should work and the checks and balances and all that stuff. But I don't know if I got time to. So I'm kind of cutting that short. We do have, yesterday was also a day to recognize the prisoners of war and the missing in action. Meaning basically the people that are soldiers that fought in wars and are missing in action or are prisoners of war. Yesterday was the day to recognize them and to reflect on that, their sacrifices. It always hurts to lose a loved one. But it's even harder when you know it's during a war. That cool, Josh. I'm glad that you find it interesting. So yesterday, basically, Constitutional Day or Constitution Day was not actually a thing. People have fought for since the Constitution was written to make it a day for the U.S., but it didn't really become an official holiday until the year 2004, where it's recognized, but it's not a national holiday that we will end up taking time off, getting the day off of work. You know, people that work for the government can get the time off for it. Yeah, that don't work that way. It's a relatively new concept. And it, you know, I'm glad it's a holiday. It's a day to recognize it because it is an important date for the United States. It's the start of a more, in their mind, more stable government where people can't just overreach their boundaries. And you've got those balances that will be like, hey, look, you're kind of overstepping where you shouldn't be stepping. And that's where laws can be passed. It has to have basically everybody's okay. The majority in the House of Representatives and the Senate. And then after that, president gets to sign it or veto it. Then it goes back to the House and Senate again. And it can be bought back and forth for years, depending on how important a bill is. We've seen it more recently in the pandemic where they're trying to okay they were trying to okay allowing citizens to get the stimulus checks. You seen where it was held up in one spot and then it got moved forward and something happened and it got bounced back and forth. That's why it took a long time, is because there was that checks and balances. President cannot just like willy-nilly, oh, I'm going to give everybody so much money from the government. That doesn't always work. So you have to keep in mind that, and even the Supreme Court will come in at times if they feel like there is something going on and say if something is legal, if it's not legal, if it's something that the Constitution doesn't define in it, they end up having to make the decision, is it constitutionally right or is it wrong? Or, be in favor for one side or another. So, yeah. But I was glad to do the research for it. Now, in a couple of days, there is another holiday that I plan on talking about, and it is a Jewish holiday. And definitely going to explain it more. I haven't even really done much research on it yet. Internet's been kind of iffy. So it's going to take me a little bit of time to do that research. And there is something I am going to be doing hopefully tonight. If not first thing in the morning, I will release it. And it is a video of me doing a playthrough of Phasmophobia. And I will say today marks the 1 year anniversary of Phasmophobia coming out for everybody to be able to play. You guys have seen in the past where I've done gameplays of Phasmophobia and the little nifty things that have happened, the updates that they've had too. But basically, just a little bit's changed, not much. But I wanted to show you guys so bad today, but it might not come up until tonight or in the morning. I know there's going to be people that are going to be streaming it, but the download wasn't that long for me to download, and I already started playing it. I was one of the first few people that got in there and playing it. Found a couple years ago, last name originates from a bird that recognizes over 70 faces. Wow, that's pretty cool. That is really cool. But yeah, I am like stoked. I'm very happy with it. I am going to be continuously playing Phasmophobia, that is not going to change. It's going to be really, really fun. I hope you guys really get to enjoy it. And hopefully I'll get to play with people with this new updates in the next couple of days. But one of the biggest updates I will say with Phasmophobia that people have been wondering if they will do or not, even though it's initially made for multiplayer, playing with other people, they've got the option to do single player on there now. Florida says it's a common last name in the UK. Wow, that's cool. Very cool. So definitely be on the lookout on my Twitter and on my community page about the about Phasmophobia, the newest video that I have out. I've done edited it. I'm in the middle of uploading it. So been seeing a lot of people getting into Phasmophobia. Yes. And it's like $12 to $13 to get off of Steam. As far as I know, that's the only place you can get it at. And it's a really fun game. But I will say, if you are like me, having issues with your internet, it will glitch you out to where you get kicked out of the game. But if you're playing single player, or if you decide to cut the internet off, or it's off for some reason, you still want to play, you can play Phasmophobia offline, off the internet, and you won't have any trouble with it for sure. Just as long as you keep it updated. There is a surprise that you'll get to see right off the bat in Phasmophobia. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. But today marks a year since it's been out, and I consider it live, where people can buy it and play it and enjoy it. Another thing I've been playing, and I know I've been saying this nonstop, Ghost Dog has probably gotten irritated at me for doing it. But another game, the game's completely free to download and play. It's called Rogue Company. To me, it's very similar to Fortnite, but without having a lot of, how do I put it? Fortnite for me has been really hard to even try to download. So I couldn't even download it. So I couldn't necessarily play Fortnite. But the way I've seen people's gameplays are, this game, Rogue Company, is very similar to Fortnite, except you do not build anything. You've got different abilities that you build up in each round, and you've got special abilities for each character that you've got. And the one that I've been playing the most on Rogue Company is a guy called Dima. Dima he sounds like he's from Russia, and he is a grenade expert. He's got grenades, and he's got it's almost like you can shoot it, and it's like a mine, but it gets everybody that's within the surround. It's sort of like a grenade, but kind of not. I've been using him a lot lately, and I've been getting people left and right. It's about time for me to change up my character on there. They got one that is more of a sword expert. And then you've got a couple that are basically healers, people that go to people that are down and heal them before they bleed out and have to start themselves in a different location to play the game. So Rogue Company, I would recommend only if you are into stuff like Call of Duty, Fortnite. It's to me really interesting. I would love to have 12 people play Rogue Company. I could start a lobby and everybody can be in it and we can all play together without having to play with strangers. They do give you an option to do voice chatting. You can turn that off. It's something that I like. There's some that you just can't do that, but that one is good. Of course, I've got the sniper games just like Ghost Dog does. Those are more of a strategy, a little bit more relaxed than Rogue Company is, because Rogue Company is very fast paced. And then we've got Bigfoot and Sign of Silence. Sign of Silence, I haven't really played a whole lot. I'm out of my element in the game only because I haven't played it in for so long. And it's definitely something that I'm working on. It's a little more challenging than it had been. And hoping I can get through it even by myself. But yeah, there has been a lot of games that I was playing that I've took off of my computer for now because I am getting kind of stuck. That and my memory on my computer is starting to get slim because I am doing these videos. I am uploading to YouTube a lot more. And I've got to have enough wiggle room to be able to have these videos recorded and then uploaded to YouTube. Once I upload, I either put it on my external hard drive or I delete them. Because, I mean, what's the sense in keeping it? And even if I delete it and I didn't upload it, I can always make some more. Now, Spectrum Retreat is another game that I'm playing. It's a single player puzzle game. And with that single player puzzle game, I got it edited. I just haven't gotten a chance to upload it yet. And after I upload this latest Phasmophobia video, I'm going to be doing a I'm going to be doing the next floor to Spectrum Retreat. I am over halfway through with the floors. I don't know what happens in the game necessarily. I'm just, in a nutshell, Spectrum Retreat is this person wakes up and it's like a hotel, and you kind of wander around. The workers are it's like androids, and you start noticing that something's a little bit off, like the same day. And you end up finding this little phone, and somebody on the other side says that you're basically in a simulation. And They know what's going on, but they are not going to tell you because you have to remember something that happened. One of the reasons why you're even in there. And in order to get out, you have to go through these challenges on these floors to get to the rooftop. And they said, and I believe they did state there's 5 floors altogether. I've already went through 3 of them. So this is going to be very interesting as I'm going through the over halfway mark in this game because I've never gotten that far with a game before. I used to get to a certain point and then I give up. I just cut it out and just done with it. And then I'll move on to something else. Well, with Spectrum Retreat, I think I've been doing pretty well there. So definitely looking forward to this next floor. What I may do is I'll play the game, go through all the floors, edit like I did before, the first like 4 challenges, and then the 4 or 5 challenges, and then the next 4 or 5 challenges after that until I get done with the floor. And get done with that floor before I go to the next floor so I won't confuse myself. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, 12 minutes sounds like a good game to play. As of right now, I do not have the funds to get it, but I would really love to play that at some point. And from what you were saying, it's kind of futuristic, a kind of bit of horror. Some of it, I I would have like personally, I would have liked to seen Phasmophobia a little bit more realistic in the game hunting, but I think overall it's pretty good. It's not as accurate as what you see with paranormal investigators when they do um their investigations, for sure. So definitely some stuff I'm looking forward to. I've got like I said, I do have a Magic of coming up on the 20th, which is in a couple of days. It'll be on Monday, I believe. And I will talk a little bit about it. And like I've said before, I'm kind of out of my element when it comes to other religious holidays for other religions. But like, I really want to be able to for me to learn the different holidays and what do they mean, where do they come from, uh, and be able to help you guys out if y'all are just curious as to what these holidays are about. So definitely gonna keep you guys posted on Twitter. And like I said, on TikTok, I'm very, very proud of myself with TikTok. Uh, a video I had done yesterday, and I uploaded that morning. By 8 hours after I uploaded it is when I hit 1K views on that TikTok, and I've gained several followers from that as well. Oh wow, Josh, that would definitely be cool to play. And definitely hoping that my internet will stay up long enough for me to be able to do these more on time. Like I said yesterday, really wanted to get into um, what September 17th really means and what it's about, and it really hadn't. Um, Internet was not doing what it should have been doing. That's how I look at it. So I had to wait until I could do it, kind of push it along a little bit. And surprisingly, um while I'm live, I'm also trying to upload that video from Phasmophobia that I done. Definitely trying to upload it for you guys to be able to see it. It's almost, it's not quite there, but it's already at 30%. So very surprised and very interested in it. Going live and seeing what you guys think. So yeah, definitely keep your eyes peeled. Definitely going to be sharing out all over the place as much as I can, so you guys get a taste of what the new updates are about. And the way I look at it, most of these updates that I was able to test are really nice. Definitely different, and it's a lot. Some of it's a lot better than the original, to be honest. But yeah, this was just a test to see if this was going to work or not. Gonna help her groceries about to be delivered at the house. Much love to you, Josh. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you. And so yeah, got to talk a little bit about what yesterday was all about. Really happy with that. Thank you guys for letting me talk about it a little bit. Um, and what you guys can look forward to is just more games and probably more streaming chatting. So, but I have to get going before I lose the internet at some point, like I tried to do just a minute ago. I want to say much love to you guys. Thank you guys for being here. The lurkers, thank you guys for being here as well. Much love. Take care, and always remember